The other day, I made a video to the effect that it's important to start the day with freshness, with renewal. Today, I want us to take this conversation further because it may happen that you still doubt whether it is possible to start the day with freshness, with a renewed spirit of confidence, of anticipation for good things to come. It may happen that you are in a sticky situation to such an extent that you are beginning to doubt yourself. You are beginning to doubt that life is kind and gentle to you. I'm Linda. I'm sharing this video and the previous videos that I've made because I have been through very sticky situations when indeed I began to doubt whether I was who I was meant to be. Stay with me until the end of this video. By the way, I am going to be making videos over this weekend. I call it an Easter challenge. Therefore, stay with me and do share these videos with other people. What helped me, it wasn't an overnight realization. What helped me was to ask myself, with everything that life had blessed me with, who am I? In that sticky situation, I would ask myself, who am I? I then, on a daily basis in the morning, I would remind myself, very important, I would remind myself that there was nothing wrong with me, that I was blessed beyond measure, and that I have everything that I want to achieve. As I've indicated, I needed to remind myself every day that whatever I was going through would pass, that it was a phase, and that I was blessed beyond measure. So, that is what I am going to be sharing with you, that it is very important to remind yourself when you are in a dark patch, remind yourself who you are. For example, when you say, I am this, what do you mean? What is this I am? I am. That is the essence. That is the unchanging you, not the external circumstances. Can you imagine when you were a child, you would say, I am. Even today, you say, I am, because there is this consciousness, there is this awareness that is still you, even though you are above 40, 50, 60, 70, you still say, I am. Therefore, I then reminded myself that there was this precious essence of who I am, that I needed to watch my thoughts, to watch my speech, so that I speak something that is aligned with what I wanted to be. I learned, in a nutshell, that words are loaded with emotions. If I said I was in a sticky situation, that put me in that sticky situation energy. I would be in that mode. And then I learned to actually flip the speech, that I am wonderfully, I am blessed beyond measure, and that whatever it is, and that it is going to pass. I would feel energized. I then learned again that the more I internalized this remembrance of who I am, this remembrance that I am not a victim, this remembrance that it doesn't matter, it's going to pass, that I am blessed, I am prosperous, I am wealthy, I am this person who just needs to open up and allow life to come in with blessings, with strategies, with nudges, with signs that would be saying, just go there, just try this. And I would take action, no matter how small the action was. I then learned that the following day, I would be encouraged to repeat what made me feel good. Briefly, I learned to change who I was at that time. I learned that it was important for me to see myself as this confident, as this person who is endowed with so much beauty, with so many wonderful things. The rest of the things then started not mattering. The thoughts obviously would come. There would be that tiny little voice that I was not being who I was. However, gradually, I learned, as I've indicated, just to embody confidence, to embody this self-image that said, whatever it is outside, I am blessed beyond measure. I am prosperous. Whatever is happening, it's going to pass. So I changed how I saw my situation. I changed how I saw myself, and the rest is history. There are so many wonderful things that I did. Today, I write, I publish books, I coach, and my coaching is informed by what I learned. And I just love sharing my experiences. And I do hope that you too will take something away, because the external environment, we are not in control of the external environment. However, we are in control of our inner world. That is the lesson I learned. As a result, even if globally there are these noises, there is negativity, what I do know is that I am not in control of that environment, but I am in control of the inner world. And that is where I live. Not that I don't care about the suffering outside. However, the response to that suffering is informed by who I am, experiencing love, compassion, experiencing joy, experiencing faith that I need to trust the process, that it is fine. Finally, what is important is that it is, whatever we do, the feeling should align ourselves with this state of comfort, of calm, of knowing that it is just fine. The alignment. And that alignment is also anchored when we are consistent. As we start the journey of remembering who we are every day, because it's not an overnight process, as I've indicated. Consistency is very important. Just as there is consistency when I make these videos, because they too are a reminder of where I've been as I share with you what can assist you to trust the process and to have faith or belief that all will be well, or all is well right now. So the alignment, the consistency, and trusting the process is very important. I hope that this short video is going to remind you of how richly blessed you are, that it is going to remind you not to look at the externalities, to begin to look into yourself and be inspired by the remembrance that you are wonderfully endowed with richness, with blessings, and forget about the other eventualities that are beyond your control outside. So remember to just to press the like button, and remember that little bell so that you get a reminder when I make another video. Do remember to share this video with other people. There is so much that is going on, and I look forward to being with you in the next video. Remember to share this video with your friends. Thank you.